Hey, how you doing? It's Craig Haskell, founder of the Value Hound Academy, and I'm excited to talk to you today about value investing. Today we're going to talk about the 3 core principles of value investing. Now, these core principles, that's what makes us different. That's what makes us value hounds, and that's the sole concept of the Value Hound Academy. So let's talk about value investing. Value investing has 3 core principles that can be applied to any type of investment. It can be applied to stocks, bonds, commodities, if you're buying a house, you're buying jewelry, or in our case, if you're buying an investment property. These are the core and principles of value investing. Now, the first principle is preservation of capital. What is preservation of capital? Well, preservation of capital is we don't lose money. We don't lose money. One of the biggest value investors in the world, Warren Buffett, he has 2 rules. His first rule is, don't lose money. His second rule is, don't lose money. You see, he understands that one of the biggest ways to destroy wealth is loss of capital, so we can't lose money. So what do we got to do? We got to buy with a margin of safety. What we're looking to do as value hounds is we're trying to buy $1 for 50 cents. We want to get value. We want to create that margin of safety. Sometimes when we put together our assumptions, we might be a little aggressive, a little optimistic. If we buy with a margin of safety, we give ourselves a little bit of a cushion, a little bit of a protection. So as value hounds, we need to preserve capital. The second core principle is thorough analysis. Now, we don't want surprises. We hate surprises as value hounds. So we have to go through a process where we don't want any guesswork. We want to go out and do our own homework so we understand what we're getting ourselves into. We don't want any hunches. We're not gut feel people. We are factual people where we have the facts to put together our assumptions. In fact, we don't want to put together irrational assumptions. When we put together pro forma and we have income expenses, we put in real vacancy numbers, real concession numbers. A lot of the expenses we go verify. We go out and get that information so we understand that, hey, this is the real numbers. They're not numbers that maybe someone told us. So we don't trust. We verify information. When we get information, it's important for us to go out and make sure we verify what that is. As value hounds, and as we go through our thorough analysis, we don't jump on the bandwagon. We're not like that. We're independent thinkers. We don't follow the herd. We make up our own decisions. We get our own facts so that when we do our thorough analysis, we feel comfortable that we know where we're going from point A to point B, that we're going to get there. So the third core principle is attractive returns. Now, in today's low interest rate environment, an attractive return is somewhere between 10 to 14%. Of course, it depends on your type of property. If you have a C property that needs a lot of work, you're going to get a 14% or better return. That's an attractive return. If you're going to buy an A-class property in a great location that doesn't have much risk, getting 10% return is an attractive return. So when you go out and buy your properties and you go through this process of value investing, you're looking for preservation of capital. You want to buy with a margin of safety where you're going to spend 50 cents to get $1. You're going to conduct thorough analysis so that you don't have any surprises and find out you got to have put in a new roof or you have less income you thought you're going to have because you did your thorough analysis. If you go through that process, you're going to get attractive returns, which is what value investing is. This is what makes us different because we're value hounds. Now, I go into this in more detail where value hounds have a chance to ask questions. If you go to valuehoundacademy.com, you can go on the discussion forum, ask a question. You'll find me there. I'll answer your questions so that you can get more deep into this process of understanding what value investing is. I look forward to serving you. I look forward to helping you reach for the stars.